Have our morning conversation. There's something going on, and it's been going on for so long, but no one has talked about it. And we need to get to the bottom of it this morning, not tomorrow, this morning. It is the absence of the father. And no one personalizes that more than Kikuyu women. It doesn't happen in any other community. Where you've got boys who are called John Wairimu, Alex Nyakenyua, Brian Wangoi. No, we need to have this conversation. Where does that come from?
Very good. Ika yamba yangu ameniharibia. And where will I get another?
You need to buy another kayamba before you spill all those beans here.
This one was donated by. Sasa is you tatoa.
If you sell kayambas, please bring Kingangi one. We shall recognize you on air. Thank you. Please get kayamba, mwalimu kayamba.
That was going to be your kayamba. Hiyo topic inanisumbuaga sana. Because truth be told, every child has a father. Unless ni other circumstances which really can be dealt with police case na staff hizo zingine. Lakini kila mtoto akona baba yake. You have a father. You have a father. Hii kitu aligongwa na lori ya mchanga mlolongo akakufa. That's nonsense.
Kuria Nyambura. Here's another one. Kuria Nyambura.
Yes. And you as a man, how do you feel? Ukiitwa hivyo Wangui, Nyambura, Samson, Nyambura. You know.
If you've got that kind of a surname, I need to hear from you. Do you ever wonder why you're called like that?
We need to empower the boy child. And they need to know the truth. That you have a father. Hata kama ni Mkisii. Tell him.
Why does that happen?
You know, you need to be asking the ladies. Don't ask the men. Ask the ladies. Kwa nini umpatii jina ya baba yake? They're your ladies. Why don't you give him the name of his father, the real father?
Ebu, give me a call, ladies. Kikuyu ladies, give me a call. Why do you put your name on your child's birth certificate?
Na sijui kama umejua sheria hausai hakuna kuandika XXX. You know, mtoto akizaliwa kuna mahali wanawekaga XXX.
There is XXX.
Yes, kuna mahali sai hakuna cha kuweka XXX kwa maternity.
You must put a name.
You must send the ID ya baba ya mtoto, which is a very very big improvement. Sheria house. Well done.
0711046105 is my number. Give me a call. Let's have an honest conversation about this because we must have it. If you're one of those men with your mom as a surname, call me. Haven't you ever been curious? Don't you want to know who your father is? Ama, do you know who your father is? If you're a lady who's given your child your name, why? People wonder.
Yes.
0711046105 is my number. Hit me up on XR Classic 105 Kenya or at It's Mine Kegeni. Hashtag is Mine Kingangi. What's really going on? Let's talk about that. We are not going to avoid it anymore. Let's talk. This huge and ever increasing number of young men named after their mother. And you're like, yes, true. They're there a lot. Cliff Barago, good morning. Saying sometimes the father may be present biologically but absent emotionally, financially, or socially. So the mother names the child as a statement of independence or disapproval. But we are African. Like Ndindi Nyoro says, we are African and Africa is our business. Jennifer Kanyiri, good morning, saying if the dad is a deadbeat, then he's got no business having his name on the child's surname. Wow. Victor Madaga, good morning, saying when men disassociate with their lovers right from conception, these are the results. After all, a name does not make you less of a man. Where did this start? Anjenga, you're raising a very good point on X, saying, so if you give the seed and you disappear, you want to come running, you want me to come running after you? Mwache mchezo. So what's really going on? Hello?
Good morning, kind sir. You well?
How are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Yes, talk to me.
So, I am not a quick woman.
Hello? Hello, Classic 105.
Hello, Classic. Hello, Maina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
My name is Maze.
Your name is?
Maze.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to discuss about this issue I was saying about the surname.
Yes, karibu sana.
Okay. Now, my son has my name, eh?
Why?
Because I was dating this guy, and then I got pregnant, and I didn't want him to be the kid's father.
Sorry?
I didn't want him to know he was the dad.
Why didn't you want him to know he's the father?
Because I had my first kid with the man I was married to, and we kept fighting over the baby after we separated. And now, we raised the baby together with all the trouble of fighting and all the drama.
Yeah.
And now after I got this other baby, I wanted to raise him alone.
But doesn't he deserve the chance to know his father?
No, I don't want him to know.
Why don't you want him to know?
Because I didn't even want the man knowing that he's the father of the kid. He's going to start the same drama again. I can't do it over again.
So let me ask you. So your son does not know his father?
No, he doesn't.
And you're happy about that?
No, it's not that I'm happy, Minor. Sometimes some things are so complicated. I would want him to know the father, but if the father gets to know that he's the father, he's going to start the same drama. At the end, that's my son. I need to do it to him to be coming to my house. I need to share him with you, and I don't want that.
Wow.
No, you understand.
So, will you ever tell your son who his father is, ever?
Yes, I will. I will one day.
When?
When he's big enough to make his own decisions if you want to go and see him.
Okay. Thank you. Mwalimu, comment?
Where? Make you do traumatizing.
Guy!
You do very complicated.
Is that it, ladies? Really, is that it? Talk to me about these Kikuyu guys who've got their mother's name as a surname. Barack Ferguson, good morning, saying, from my community, it's an abomination to be named after a woman. So why does it happen? Jennifer Capone, good morning, saying women cannot delude themselves that they are self-propagated like a sweet potato vine to bring forth an offspring. Every child has a right to have the name of his or her father on their birth certificate. After all, it takes two to tango. But there is an ever-increasing number of young men who've got their mother's name as a second name. June Wonderwoo, good morning, saying, Mina, even sugar daddies are called a daddy. Young guy. I don't see the term. I don't like using it because I feel it trivializes my father to a lesser person. So what's really going on here? Hello?
Morning, Minor.
Hi, good morning.
Unajua hata tukishida hapa, au mama hata kuambia ukweli. Let me tell you the truth.
Tell me.
I don't want to break it into four, Wenye tuko na vijana wanajiita na mama zao.
Yeah.
Especially in current days. One, kukosa mira. Unaona kukosa mira? Inaitwa kukosa mira. Mkosa mira ni mtumwa. Ushaiona Msomali ako na mimba ama amezalia mtu wa nje ama anasema ako na mtoto afu ushaiona? Sema ukweli. Ama Masai?
Hapana.
Ili babes walikosa nini? Walikosa mira. Hiyo ingine ni kupenda pesa. Naona kupenda pesa. Because they leave their boyfriend, wanaenda wanatafuta kasongo fulani na huko, wakidhania ati watapata sponsor, wanadanganywa, mtu anadungwa mimba. They don't have the courage to confront the wives of those sonko. Kwa hivyo atajificha na huko, aite mtoto nini kwa jina yake, ili kale kasponsa katakuwa kakimpe pesa. Hiyo ingine ni unnecessary competition. Akijua wewe kwa ofisi ndio unataka ationyeshe boss uko na matako kubwa nini, and you need favors, you need promotions. Unajikuta sasa wewe umepata nini? Umepata mtoi wa boss. Utaambia watu nini? Na hiyo ingine ni umang'aa. Unapata mtoto na boyfriend wako ama mzee, alafu mnakosana kidogo, wewe umang'aa, unahepa, unaenda na huko, unajikuta uko peke yako, unalea